TYT Sports, we have breaking news, as a matter of fact, in the Peyton Manning, where the hell will he go saga, if you want to say. The teams that he narrowed it down to were the 49ers, the Titans, the Broncos, the Dolphins, and the Cardinals. So he has eliminated the Cardinals. He has eliminated the Dolphins. So any of you Dolphins fans who thought that because he owned property in Miami, ixnay on that. Your quarterback is Matt Moore. Have fun. The Tennessee Titans, of course, he went to school. He is a volunteer. He went to school at University of Tennessee. Unfortunately, he is not going to go there with an owner that might die in the next 6 months, Bud Adams, who is 89 years old. Don't like to joke about dying, but it's just factual. So it came down, apparently, to the 49ers and the Broncos. Drum roll, please, on the announcement. That's your cue for the screenshot. Oh, the Denver Broncos! Chris Mortenson reporting of ESPN that Peyton Manning is going to the Denver Broncos. So it's quite surprising. My initial reaction was, yeah, he'll win the division for whatever time he's there and can legitimately play, even though we haven't seen that he can legitimately throw. Except when he went to Duke and whatever, it was taken from like a freaking camera phone in the 1990s. So you're looking at the other teams in the division. Okay, San Diego, they went 8-8. Their starting quarterback is Phillip Rivers, but they lost Vincent Jackson. They still have Antonio Gates. Okay, fine, yeah, they're okay. Oakland, 8-8 last year, as well as the Chargers. Their starting quarterback is Carson Palmer. They have a new head coach because Hugh Jackson was fired. So they have former middle linebacker, I believe he's a middle linebacker, either way, a linebacker who is a former Texas A&M Aggie, Dennis Allen. We literally know nothing about him as a head coach. And the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 7-9, who just signed Brady Quinn, who the Broncos actually selected when Josh McDaniels was there. I believe he was there, wasn't he? Yeah, he was there. One of the many shitty picks from Josh McDaniels. And they also have Matt Castle, who is not coming off the best year in his career. So when you think about it, yeah, he's going to win the division. I give him zero chance to win the Lombardi Trophy. So, all right, I'll swing to Jayar now. Jayar, Chief Justice, do you believe it was a good decision for Peyton Manning to sign with the Denver Broncos? Go.
Well, I guess it was an opening. He can go anywhere, as we know. But sure. I mean, I think the part about whether or not he's going to get all the way is, I mean, we always compare other quarterbacks to other quarterbacks, but they never face each other. What are the defenses like that he's going to be facing? Maybe
the Broncos have a legitimate defense.
Well, I mean, yeah, the ones he'll face, like, is San Diego defense going to do something to him? No.
Because they're an offensive team.
Is the Chiefs defense going to do something to him? So ranking him up against the other quarterbacks, it depends. It's hard to match them up. Just like when people say, oh my God, Peyton Manning versus Eli Manning. No, they never face each other.
Wouldn't it have been wiser for him to go to the 49ers, where there's a team intact?
Easily.
They will upgrade at quarterback, and they have a much better receiving core than the Broncos.
And it's still a weak division that he can win every season.
Yeah. I mean, they got Randy Moss, they got Mario Manningham, Vernon Davis.
It's so easy that I always think there's something else that we don't know about. Somebody doesn't get along with someone. He doesn't like the way someone does something. It's one of those situations. Maybe I'm throwing it out there. He doesn't like the way the head coach runs a team. He doesn't like his attitude. Something small, not small, but something off of the normal play X's and O's thing. That we're like, he's probably like, I don't like the way that guy is. And it's just he leaves, but he doesn't go because of that.
That's an interesting point. Do you think that he would run the team in San Francisco? I do not believe so.
Not at all. Maybe that's the thing. No, he won't. Because as they always say, he's kind of like a player coach on the field. He'd call plays and everything in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't have that freedom in San Francisco. But like I said, it could be as simple as, I don't like that guy's attitude. One time we were at some event, or maybe there's some NFL thing, he just didn't like a guy. I bet you that sometimes a lot of things, when things make sense for somebody to go somewhere, and they're like, this is easy.
And I think the reason that Peyton Manning, I think he just liked the structure in Denver. I felt that he was going to go to Denver the whole time.
Really?
Yeah. I felt like that they knew they were a quarterback away. that he would have more control over the offense there than he would in San Francisco. John Fox is an offensive coach, so is Jim Harbaugh. Greg Roman in San Francisco is not one of these coordinators who's domineering, but I still think that Peyton thought I think he likes the idea that it's not a stellar, egotistical offense there. And there are some egos in San Francisco. There is Randy Moss. I mean, that's whatever. I don't know how he's going to figure. Now the 49ers need to figure out. I mean, if Alex Smith comes back or not, they have to figure out. He might sign with Miami now. So
yeah.
There's then they'll have to go after Josh Johnson in Tampa Bay. And
Do you were you at all just like maybe a little disappointed that they did not get Peyton Manning?
No, I was actively hoping that they wouldn't get Peyton Manning. Like I love Peyton Manning. I think that he's fantastic. I like him. Everything about him I like. I just didn't want him on the 49ers because I didn't want the 49ers were one win away from the Super Bowl last year. They needed to fill some holes, and quarterback wasn't necessarily one of them. Their offense moves the way it does, playing to Smith's strengths and weaknesses. And I think he certainly deserves another season as our starter. I hope we get him back. If we don't, then it's a total, then it's a wash, though Harbaugh loves Josh Johnson.
I guess this is my last question, and I'll go to you guys in a second. Adam Schefter is reporting that Tim Tebow is now, the Broncos are looking to trade Tim Tebow. Where does he land, Jayar?
Well, that was actually, I remember you were going to ask what our first reactions were just in hearing the news in general.
First reaction, go
But
ahead.
that was what it was. It was like, oh, poor Tim Tebow.